All right, I got a pretty decent car here. Even though I'm going to declare this a mechanic special, it's actually drivable and runs fine just the way it is. But there are a few issues I would say that are going to need to eventually be addressed. But let me start her up for you, and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. First of all, this is a 2003 Pontiac Grand Prix SE. All right, it has very low mileage. It's only got 120,072 miles. You know, and for a 12-year-old car, that's not bad. That's about 10,000 miles a year. As you can see, there's no check engine lights on, but it does have an ABS light. Story behind that is I had the hub replaced. It needed a bearing, but I even replaced the sensor, but there's something else wrong with the ABS, which also means that the traction light is off as well. So that means when the ABS doesn't work, the traction control doesn't work, because they're essentially both the same system. So they think it might be a module. I don't know. There's just only so much money I can spend on a car. Even though the car has low mileage, you can tell by the interior it's in pretty darn nice shape. The seats aren't all beat up. You know, typical GM. You know, it's got this little cup holder thingy, probably needs to be repaired. It's missing this little piece here. You need a knob for this here. Let's check the radio, see if that works. Yeah. Radio works, but the display, you know, thingy's not working properly. I mean, just stupid little items. Like I was telling you, the car's very drivable. I've driven it around myself. You know, it's just going to require a little bit of attention, that's all. Well, let's check out the power windows. Right rear, right front, swinging on around. There's your left rear. And of course, the auto down front window, all important, of course. Power mirror, left, right. Yep, that works good. We'll come over to this side. Yep, and that one works exactly as it should, so that's good. The air conditioner is cool. I would say this thing probably needs a little bit of a charge to make it ice cold, but it is cold. So I mean, it does. The air conditioner does work, just so you're aware of. Let's see what else. You know, it's got the tilt wheel, of course. You know, it's got cruise control, delay wipers, that sort of thing. Now let's take a walk around the outside, and I'll show you, you know, what's up out there. All right, first of all, I'll let you take a look. Oh, power seat, no problems. Down or forwards, backwards, up and down are just fine. Does look like there's some seed burns. I don't know, somebody smoked some dope in there or something, I'm not sure. But it doesn't smell like a smoker's car, so I'd be willing to bet it's probably dope and not cigarettes, but then again, what do I know? All right, show you around. Oh, I'm doing door jams prematurely, so remind me that I did that one. All right, there's your door frame. Okay. The front tire, as you can see, nice clean aluminum alloy Pontiac wheel. And let's see what the tread depth is here. Got my handy dandy gizmo. Oops. Ah! Dropped it. Let me pick that up. All right. That's looking like about 7/32, so it's more than half of the tread left. You know, typical cars are anywhere between, you know, between 9 to 12/32 when they're brand new. All right, right rear. Or left rear, excuse me. That one is about, yeah, 6/32. So again, halfway or a little bit better. Coming around to this side. This one doesn't feel so good. Yeah, that's about 4/32. I'd say that's your weak tire right there. And let's see what this one is here. All right, that was about 4 to 5/32. So there you have it. As you can see, a little bit of damage right there. Let me get out of the shadow here. Right front fender looks to be in pretty decent good shape. Right front door, right rear door, and right quarter panel all look to be in good shape. Here is your roof, obviously in good shape. Let's take a look at the passenger side here. Door jamb. And of course the all-important door frame. This looks to be very clean, no rust, no issues there. Come back to the rear door. You can see the back seats in very nice shape. Not all tore up, beat up, not stained. Go. Coming around the back, Grand Prix. You can see actually the rear bumper's in remarkably nice shape. Not all beat up, scuffed up like they usually are. Take a look, see underneath here. You can see past the dandelions. I gotta do my videos when it's sunny out in the shade here. Spoiler, as you can see. There's your rear deck lid. I tell you, it's a pretty monstrous trunk. It's one thing about these mid-sized, old GM mid-sized cars, very large trunk. As you can see, let's see what's hiding out under here. Oh, it looks like I see some tools in there. I see a spare tire, so there you go. All right, coming down the left side of the car, left rear quarter panel looks to be in nice shape, no dings, nothing. The door, a little bit of flaking on the molding there. There you go. Again, it's a very remarkable, and this is rust free, and I already did this one. There's the Grand Prix SE, except for the boogers on there. Looks like pretty nice and clean. Coming around to the front. You can see headlights look pretty decent. Even down low on this car, you can see it's not all busted up, not all beat up. Take a look, see underneath here, if you can see anything. Alright, now we got the engine. I don't know what the heck that noise is. Sounds like something scraping right in here. That's actually kind of a new noise. I haven't heard that one before. I'm going to tell you this about this car. It doesn't blow smoke when you rev it up, but there is a fair amount of valve train noise. Now, as you can see, I mean, I brought it right up to the rev limit. There's no high rev knock, but there is valve train noise. I don't know what it could be. I don't know whether it's a valve tap, what the noise is. I am not a mechanic by any long shot. I just know that that's not how they're supposed to sound. The car seems to run fine. It seems to start up good. There's no check engine lights on. But I wouldn't feel right if I didn't tell you everything I know about the car, which is why I said right from the get-go that this should be a mechanic's special. And it's got a good New Jersey State Inspection sticker until November of next year, so that's pretty cool. And it's a nice, decent looking car. Okay, so let's go. We're gonna take it for a spin. I'll let you guys see what you think. Alrighty, we're gonna take it for a spin now. And one thing I always like to do is start the cars when they're hot and when they're cold, or when they're cold and when they're hot, whatever way you want to do it. Before, as you saw, it started right up, and that's when it was warmed up. And now you can see that the temperature's come up. It's up to operating temperature, and it started right up. All right, 4-speed automatic transmission, and we're gonna take it for a spin. It's actually a really nice, quiet car. As you can see, gets right up to speed, shifts nice and smooth, no problems there. At 55 in no time. Going down the road, I can let go of the steering wheel, and as you can see, we're heading straight down the road. So no issues in the front end either. All right, I just put the brakes on. I felt a slight pulsation in the brakes. Now, I don't know if that has anything to do with the AB. Nah, that's just, I'm gonna guess it probably just has a, you know, the rotors need to be cut. All right. But they seem to work pretty good, so that's a good sign. All right, we'll spin it around here. And these are all the things you can't tell, and because a lot of my customers live pretty far away, that's why I get, you know, even if it hurts me, I'd rather let you know that I feel something funny in the brakes, because I don't want anybody to drive 500 miles to pick this car up and then realize, hey, you didn't tell me that there was, the brakes had a pulsation in them. So I did tell you guys, just keep that in mind. Yeah, it seems to run pretty good. Ride's nice, seems quiet in here. I can talk at a real low tone of voice. I'm gonna do a little brake test. Obviously the anti-lock brakes aren't gonna work, but I'd like to at least, you know, slam the brakes on and see what happens. And we're gonna do that in this vacant lot across the street from my place here. And I'm just gonna pull over a patch of gravel, let go of the steering wheel and slam on the brakes, and we'll see what happens. So here we go, right up here, let go of the wheel, and well, I have to say this for the car, it did stop very quickly. Okay. I'll wait for traffic to stop. While I'm waiting, I'll do a little recap for you guys here. This is a 2003 Pontiac Grand Prix SE with 120,000 and just about 74 miles on it. So the mileage is very reasonable. The interior and exterior of the car is in very nice shape. I did declare this a mechanic special because of the following reasons. It needs, I believe my mechanic said it's a module the car needs for the anti-lock brakes and obviously the traction control to be able to work. It has valve train noise, which you heard on the video before. Could use a charge on the air conditioner. Just trying to think what else. Yeah, I think that, you know, maybe might need to have the rotors cut. And that's pretty much the short list of, you know, everything I can think of that's wrong with the car. Obviously, I will make the price match the fact that it does need that work. So please don't be one of those people that calls me up and says, well, you know, it needs this, this, and this, so I want you to sell it to me for half the price of what you're asking for it. You'd be surprised. People do that to me all the time, and it's like, well, I know that it needs that, that, and that, because that's why the price is so low. So just if you could refrain from doing that to me, please. All right, there you have it. So if you basically need something, needs a little TLC, and you're capable of using some tools and doing some stuff by yourself, this could be a nice car that you could whip into shape with low mileage. Thanks.